disease spread, financial crises, cyber attacks. What do they have in common? They are some of the risks of the 21st century, and there is no more time to ignore them. As our world grows more interconnected, these seemingly unrelated risks have something in common. They can be contagious and spread across the connected world, like a disease. My name is Rafiar Karim, and in my research, I study a mathematical model that describes how these contagious risks develop. With a fundamental understanding of these risks, we can then use the model to estimate the size of the risks and prepare for them. What I do to make the model more effective is to add two components: generality and flexibility. First, the generality. We know that contagious risks spread over time. Think of the COVID cases in the Netherlands in the past year. Until now, people mainly looked at how risks spread over time in a specific location, but not at how it spreads across locations. My goal is to study contagious risks in both time and space. Think of the COVID cases in Europe, where the movement of people between countries makes contagion happen across locations. How to do this? Using mathematics. We can use the language of probability theory to model the spread across time and space. We can then look at the connected world as a whole and describe how everything is related within it. Second comes the flexibility. The model should be flexible enough to handle different types of situations. For instance, it may take weeks for a disease to spread over the world, hours for financial panic to spread across stock markets, minutes for a cyber attack to spread across information networks. How do I make the model more flexible? By allowing the parameters to stretch and bend more freely. With this flexibility, we can accurately estimate the size of the contagious risks in all sorts of situations. By adding this generality, the model becomes much more complex. In other words, the math gets more complex, and that is the challenge of my research. But it makes sense. Our connected world is more complex than it was a century ago, so our models should adapt to it. The financial crisis and the COVID crisis have shown that action comes after disaster. It should be the other way around. Action to prevent disaster. To summarize, if you are able to understand and estimate the risks of the 21st century, we can prepare for what is coming. Thank you.